Did you know that synthetic biology has allowed scientists to create a bacteria that can produce biofuel? Yes, you heard it right. Synthetic biology, a groundbreaking field combining biology and engineering, is revolutionizing the world as we know it. From medicine to agriculture and even the energy sector, its influence is far-reaching. Imagine, just by tweaking microorganisms, we can now produce sustainable fuel. Remarkable, isn't it? This is just one of the many astonishing things that synthetic biology has made possible. To fully appreciate synthetic biology, we have to travel back in time to the moment it all started. Picture this. It's the early 70s, and the scientific world is buzzing with excitement and apprehension. The reasons? The breakthroughs in genetic engineering, the ability to manipulate genes, the very building blocks of life, opened up a world of possibilities. It was around this time that the concept of synthetic biology started to take shape. The seed for synthetic biology was planted by the pioneers of genetic engineering. They dreamed of not just tweaking existing life forms, but creating entirely new ones. They envisioned a future where we could design life just like we design machines or buildings. Fast forward a few years to the 80s, and the foundation of synthetic biology was laid with the first successful cloning of a mammal, Dolly the sheep. This monumental achievement proved that the dreams of those early pioneers were not just science fiction, but a tangible reality. As the 90s rolled in, advancements in DNA sequencing and synthesis technologies gave a further boost to synthetic biology. It was like handing over a more comprehensive toolbox to scientists. They could now read, write, and edit genetic code with increasing precision. The early years of the 21st century saw the birth of synthetic genomics. Remember the name J. Craig Venter? He and his team synthesized the first bacterial genome from scratch. It was a big leap forward, a testament to the power of synthetic biology. It showed that we could not only modify life, but also create it in the lab. These early milestones set the stage for the rapid advancements we see today. From engineering bacteria to produce biofuels, to designing organisms that can detect toxins in the environment, the applications of synthetic biology are broad and far-reaching. From its humble beginnings, synthetic biology has grown into a field with immense potential. As the years passed, synthetic biology has undergone a rapid evolution. The world of synthetic biology has been on a thrilling roller coaster ride. From its humble beginnings, it has expanded into a field of endless possibilities, thanks to a series of breakthroughs and advancements. Let's take a journey through time to see how these developments have changed our understanding and approach to biology and genetics. In the early years, the central focus was on the creation of simple biological systems and organisms. Scientists were eager to alter the genetic makeup of organisms, but the techniques were rudimentary and the results unpredictable. The first major breakthrough came with the advent of recombinant DNA technology in the 1970s, which allowed scientists to manipulate genetic material with greater precision. This was followed by the development of polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, in the 1980s. This revolutionary technique enabled scientists to make millions of copies of a specific DNA sequence, greatly accelerating the pace of genetic research. Then came the 21st century, a time of explosive growth and innovation in synthetic biology. The completion of the Human Genome Project in 2003 provided a comprehensive map of human genes, paving the way for personalized medicine and targeted therapies. Around the same time, the development of CRISPR-Cas9 technology took the world by storm. This powerful gene editing tool has made it possible to modify genes with unparalleled precision, opening up a whole new world of possibilities in genetic engineering. Today, synthetic biology employs a host of sophisticated techniques like DNA sequencing, gene synthesis, and bioinformatics to understand and manipulate the code of life. It has become a multidisciplinary field, integrating biology, engineering, computer science, and more. These advancements have not just changed the way we understand and approach biology and genetics, but they have also transformed the way we view life itself. We've moved from viewing life as a fixed and immutable entity to seeing it as a flexible and modifiable system. These advancements have transformed synthetic biology into a powerful tool to solve complex problems. But what exactly can synthetic biology do? You might be surprised. To start, let's take a look at the medical field. Synthetic biology has the potential to revolutionize healthcare as we know it. For instance, we're now able to engineer bacteria to produce insulin, a life-saving hormone for diabetics. In the realm of gene therapy, scientists use synthetic biology to correct genetic disorders at their source. altering the DNA itself. Imagine the possibilities. We're talking about potentially eradicating genetic diseases like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia. But the power of synthetic biology isn't limited to healthcare. It's also making waves in agriculture. By modifying the genetic makeup of crops, we can create plants that are more resistant to pests and harsh weather conditions. This means we could increase food production and decrease our reliance on harmful pesticides. And it's not just about crops. Synthetic biology could also help us create more sustainable livestock, reducing the environmental impact of farming. And speaking of the environment, synthetic biology has a key role to play in energy production too. Biofuels, for instance, are a promising alternative to fossil fuels. Through synthetic biology, we can engineer microorganisms to convert plant waste into biofuels. This way, we're not only reducing our dependency on non-renewable resources, but also finding a use for waste that would otherwise be discarded. Now, these are just a few examples. Synthetic biology is a vast field with countless potential applications. From designing new materials to cleaning up oil spills, the possibilities are truly limitless. These examples show that synthetic biology is not just a scientific field, but a revolutionary force. It's an exciting time, and we're only just scratching the surface. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, who knows what incredible breakthroughs lie ahead. Now that we've seen what synthetic biology has accomplished so far, you might be wondering what the future holds. Well, strap in, because the future of synthetic biology is as thrilling as it is promising. Imagine a world where we could engineer bacteria to eat up the plastic waste polluting our oceans, or create crops that can withstand the harshest weather conditions, feeding populations in the most inhospitable regions. These are not mere fantasies, but potential realities being shaped by synthetic biology. Ongoing research is already bearing fruit. Scientists are tinkering with DNA like a child with Lego to build new forms of life. In the medical field, synthetic biology could usher in a new era of personalized medicine. Researchers are developing methods to engineer our own cells to fight diseases from the inside out. Imagine being able to reprogram your body to combat cancer or reverse the effects of aging. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it's the future we're heading towards. In agriculture, synthetic biology could revolutionize the way we produce food. Scientists are experimenting with genetically modified crops that can grow in extreme conditions, resist pests, and provide more nutritional value. This could be the key to solving world hunger and reducing the impact of farming on the environment. The energy sector also stands to gain from synthetic biology. There is research into creating microorganisms that can produce biofuels, a clean and renewable source of energy. This could reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and help combat climate change. However, as with any powerful technology, synthetic biology also comes with challenges. Ethical considerations, safety concerns, and the potential for misuse are all aspects that need careful consideration and regulation. But the potential benefits are too vast to ignore. The future of synthetic biology is incredibly exciting and holds promise for solving many of the world's most pressing issues. The dawn of a new era in science and technology is upon us, and synthetic biology is leading the charge. The scope of synthetic biology is vast and far-reaching. It's like a colossal spiderweb, with each thread representing a different sector of life it can touch. Each thread is a possibility, a solution to a problem, an answer to a question. And these threads, they're everywhere, spanning across the globe, reaching into every corner of our lives. Let's start with climate change, a challenge that's been knocking on our door for decades. Synthetic biology can give us the tools we need to answer that knock. How? By creating biofuels, for example. Biofuels are produced from living organisms or from metabolic byproducts. They're renewable, they're cleaner, and they're a big step towards reducing our carbon footprint. Synthetic biology could also help us engineer plants to absorb more carbon dioxide or create organisms that can clean up oil spills. And then there's food security. As the world's population continues to rise, we're faced with the daunting task of feeding more mouths. Yet, synthetic biology can help us meet that challenge. By genetically modifying crops, we can make them more resistant to pests and diseases, increase their nutritional value, and even make them able to withstand harsher weather conditions. Let's not forget about diseases. Synthetic biology holds great promise in the field of medicine. It could help us engineer bacteria that produce life-saving drugs or design personalized treatments for cancer patients. It could even enable us to create vaccines more quickly in response to new viral outbreaks, a capability that would have been invaluable during the recent pandemic. Synthetic biology's scope doesn't stop there. It reaches into areas like biocomputing, where we could use DNA to store data, or bioart, where artists use living organisms as a medium. It's a field that's only limited by our imagination. With its wide scope and potential, synthetic biology is set to play a crucial role in shaping our future. It's like a vast ocean, and we've only just begun to dip our toes into its limitless possibilities. The impact of synthetic biology goes beyond science and technology. It's a field that is also reshaping the social and ethical landscapes in profound ways, creating a ripple effect that touches everything from healthcare to the environment, and even our understanding of life itself. Let's put it into perspective. Synthetic biology has the potential to revolutionize medicine, creating new treatments and even cures for diseases that have long been considered incurable. It could also provide new ways to produce sustainable biofuels, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and helping to combat climate change. However, these advancements are not without their dilemmas. The concept of designing and creating new forms of life raises significant ethical and moral questions. For instance, who gets to decide what kinds of organisms can be created and for what purposes? What happens if these organisms are released into the environment, either intentionally or accidentally? And what about the potential for misuse, such as the creation of harmful biological agents? These debates are not just theoretical, they're happening right now, in labs and boardrooms, and even in our courts. And they're not easy to resolve because they touch on some of the deepest and most complex issues that we face as a society. There are also concerns about equity and access. Will the benefits of synthetic biology be available to everyone, or will they be concentrated in the hands of a few? And how do we ensure that the risks are not disproportionately borne by vulnerable and marginalized communities? These are difficult questions, and there are no easy answers, but they are questions that we cannot afford to ignore. Because synthetic biology is not just a scientific endeavor, it's also a social and ethical one. While synthetic biology holds great promise, it's important to navigate its development responsibly. We must strive to maximize its benefits while minimizing its risks and addressing its ethical implications. Only then can we truly harness the power of synthetic biology for the betterment of all. So there you have it, a journey through the fascinating world of synthetic biology. We've traversed through its dawn, evolution, power, future, scope, and impact. We've explored how synthetic biology is not just about understanding life, but also about creating it. It's a field that combines biology, engineering, computer science, and a dash of imaginative thinking. We started at the surprising facts that set the stage for our journey. We saw how synthetic biology emerged from the shadows of conventional biology, taking a leap from understanding the existing world to creating a new one. It's a testament to our quest for knowledge and our insatiable curiosity about the world around us. We moved on to the evolution of synthetic biology. It's fascinating how far we've come, from mere observations and deductions to creating synthetic life forms. It's a tale of progress and innovation that's still being written, with each chapter more exciting than the last. Then we marveled at the power of synthetic biology. It's amazing how it's transforming various sectors, from healthcare and agriculture to environmental conservation and energy production. It's like a magic wand that's turning our wildest dreams into reality. We also peered into the future of synthetic biology. It's a future where diseases could be prevented even before they occur, where crops could be engineered to survive the harshest of climates, where pollution could be cleaned up by engineered organisms. It's a future that's as exciting as it is challenging. We also looked at the scope of synthetic biology. It's a field that's as wide and diverse as life itself. It's a field where the only limit is our imagination. And finally, we delved into the impact of synthetic biology. It's a field that's revolutionizing our world, shaping our present and defining our future. It's a field that's making the impossible possible. But our journey doesn't end here. There's so much more to learn, to explore, to discover. So I encourage you all to delve deeper into this fascinating field, to learn more about its potential, its challenges, its implications. Because the more we know, the better prepared we'll be to harness its power and to navigate its challenges. As we venture into the future, synthetic biology is sure to continue playing a pivotal role in shaping our world. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay excited about the possibilities that lie ahead.